Hello, my people. I'm just getting set up right meow. Give me a minute. Dashboard. Just give me a minute. I'm setting up my live here. Trying to get this link out. Let me see here. Let me see here. Control C. And we can now close. We'll leave that open. No, we'll close it. Close that. Go here. I'm just putting out these links. Give me a second. All right. That's good enough. That is good enough. Give me 1 second. So let me go back to my StreamYard. It takes me a second to set all this stuff up. Okay, so we want to do that. And now we want to present. I want to share screen. Entire screen. There we go. All right. Okay. We called out this gold trade earlier. What up, Rube? Hey, so I called out this gold trade a few minutes ago. 78.6 entry on short and gold. Hey, baby. Oh, who is this? Daddy Shark? Daddy Shark. Silly girl. Yeah, dude. So yeah, Rube, I called out that short on Goldie a minute ago. My baby's in here playing Daddy Shark with us. On NASDAQ, I got into a long, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 minutes ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, 45, an hour ago. I got into longs on NASDAQ, and I'm still in a long on 30. I was thinking that maybe we'd have a chance for re-entry, and we still might. Like, 30 might come down and sweep this low and give us a fib entry, 78 or 88.6, and go again. I don't know if that's going to happen because it's pushing, right? On the other side, people are seeing this, and they're going to be shorting right inside this area here. So these people shorting are probably sitting here right now waiting to push the button. On the 15 minutes, not even overbought yet. So I'm still in longs, and honestly, I'm still holding longs to at least still up here. I see these TPs at 61.8 on these fibs. Here's this 236 TP on this fib. So I'm hoping for this move here. Again, I'm in longs from right here. So I'm trying to catch that 500 pips. All right. On NASDAQ, I just have a feeling, man. On NASDAQ, I just have one of those feelings, bro. So I caught an entry on NASDAQ this morning. If you ask me, and I break this down, I broke it down on the Zoom call earlier this morning. There's just hey. We can't touch that. No, please. Yeah, we can't touch that. That's Daddy's. Thank you. I hear the guitar amplifiers firing off in the background. You know something's wrong. Fucking got a big old Marshall amplifier over there, and you hear it, dang. You're like, what? Anyways, so what I was saying on the NASDAQ is if you go, fib top to bottom, here's our buy zone right here. You guys know that 78886 is my buy zone. So I see the prices in my buy zone, and what do you think what my strategy is? Well, if you see liquidity being taken out, we have the fib from top to bottom, we have our buy zone, and also on the RSI, we need to be oversold. If we're looking for buys, we need to be oversold. Well, all the criteria for me to buy is now taking place. And then we just start to sweeten things up, right? We start to look for Elliott waves, right? Elliott wave is complete. Yeah, I feel I'm going to chase in my kids. Yeah, I know, right? The Elliott wave is now complete. So if we have an Elliott wave complete, we have the retracement complete, we have the buys, we have the liquidity. I mean, we have so many different reasons why this should be a buy. Um, I don't like that we're going against momentum. Okay. There are some things going against me, but I also, we fibbed this move. Look where our TP is. We fibbed this move. Look where the TP is. We fib this move. Look where the TP is. So we've got 3 different TPs lining up on the Elliott wave retracement, and we have in a buy zone, and we have oversold, and we're starting. We have well, no, we're not divergent on the 4-hour yet, but I think we come down a time frame. Now we're divergent, right? Look, so I'm not crazy to think that maybe this is the turnaround spot. Now I realize that I like to see a 3 push on the divergent. This is only 1, 2. Maybe this gets down lower. I hope it doesn't. Maybe it double bottoms. I hope it doesn't. I hope it just fucking goes. So I took that trade already just on a gut feeling, and it is what it is. And hopefully it pushes. Hopefully 30 pushes at the same time. Normally here lately, gold's been pushing with the other 3, but I'm hoping that it actually goes the opposite direction. People sell their gold off and then put their money in the indices and in the stocks. So what I really wanted to see then was the 15 and the 15-minute and the 30-minute, all those close below, and it closed below. See, now I'm getting more confidence in this gold trade. Unfortunately, I had the markup here at this area and it wicked, and I did not have a limit. So I said, oh shit, and I pushed the button right here. So I actually have not the best entry, but I mean, if you think about it overall, the entry is not the worst, right? I'm in here at the red line. So it is what it is. I'm just leaving this up here because that's where I called it there. So thanks all 6 people for joining in. Guys, drop a comment. That way I know who's in here. My boy Rube's in here right now. What up, Rube? There's your little deal. But what are you guys looking at too, right? Like, put a comment in here and we'll see. But the last couple days, I also am shorting EU. Excuse me, buying EU. Lorenzo, yo, what up, Lorenzo? So look, guys, I was also buying EU, okay, and it went into profit. What up, Chris? And GU, starting to turn around, going into profit. UCAD wasn't great, but now it's in profit. And I've been in this U Swiss franc trade for days now. So I was selling the dollar. So on UCAD and UCHEF sells, and on the flip side, buying the EUs and buying the GUs, right? So all of those have found their way to break evens, as in this case, and or some small profit. And I think that's good. So, I've got, I think, 4 different of those trades going. I have a 30 trade going, a NAS trade, and a gold trade. So I'm fully leveraged out, fully margined out. Probably. I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked my margin level yet, but I'm in profit, so I'm not technically over margined. So there we go on that. But let's just keep it zoomed in here. Mr. Blake's in the house. What up, Fausto? Mr. Blake, thank you guys for joining. Again, I'm already in 30 longs from yesterday, and yeah, I think Chris is also in these 30 longs and took TP, but I'm still holding. I only closed out half my trade, so I still have a sizable amount in, and I've already broken it even. So here I've already protected my trade there, and we're letting this go up until this area here, at least this 236 and this this bottom of this fair value gap. So my TP for this trade is right there. Again, we might find a break 786, 88.6. We might find one of those on market open here in a few minutes because this is liquidity. Then this right there is then liquidity. And to make this push, it probably will want to come and sweep this, find us a fib zone, and hopefully I do not break even. If I do break even, then I'll probably just enter into another position right here at the 88.6. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and do that. I'm going to put in a limit right now. So I have no current pending orders. I'm going to 30, and I'm going to put in a limit. just in case it wants to screw me around. I'm going to put my entry just a few pips above at 37,683. So let's go to pending order 37,683. Let's go stop loss. Stop loss then will be 37,606, 605. 37,605. And we will risk, let's say 1%, 0.3 on that. That's not correct. Is that a full lot? Basically a full lot. Risking a full lot on this entry right here. Buy limit on 30. Okay, so now we have a buy limit on 30. Okay, we're already in NASDAQ. So if this 30 wants to come down, I'm not exactly sure. Let me look. So stop loss, buy limit. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is this trade is right above here. So if this comes down, it's going to knock this trade out of break even, and then I'll just find this trade right here. So maybe what you're saying is, why don't I just move my stop loss to right there? Which you would be absolutely correct. The only problem is now I'm in for a full lot here, where I'm only in for a half a lot there. Yeah. So this trade still has a half a lot running. This trade has a full lot on tip. So if this one gets knocked out, then this one will trigger, which is all good. But right now it's pushing. So fucking let it push, dude. If it pushes, good. Let it go. And NASDAQ needs to follow. So let's see what the S&P 500 is doing to see. I'm not a smart concepts trader, but if this is stalling and NASDAQ is stalling, but 30 is popping, if you guys are SMC traders, maybe that means that 30 is going to turn around, because usually you think all three of them will move. But I heard one guy one time say something about wagging the dog, and this fucking takes off, and the other ones, I don't know, but I'm just, just something to think about, that the other ones are stalling while 30 is pushing. So, whatever that means. I really don't want to fucking lose this gold trade right here. We really need this. Okay, so if this 30-minute, then fuck me. I was really, really hoping. I mean, you kept looking at these candles right here. Like, this candle needs to close below this area. If it doesn't, I'm just going to close this trade out, because I'm already getting my ass whipped on it right now. But luckily for me, the 30 is covering all the losses. So I'm still in positive for my account, because 30's up and gold is pushing. We really need this gold to close below. I mean, look at these fucking 15-minute candles. Why is it doing this? Look at this rejection, rejection, rejection. Come on, baby. Let me check the chats. I lost a gold buy yesterday because my stop loss was about 2 pips too small. Good morning, everyone. So we sold gold yesterday. To be honest with you, I don't even remember where we're at. We were up here somewhere. Yeah. Well, okay, so yesterday morning, Tuesday, today's Thursday, yesterday's Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Yeah, we sold gold right here. So if you look at this 15-minute, oh, this is where we sold gold yesterday, right here. So on this candle, right here, we had doji, and we had, a good strong candle, which is like what, 9 o'clock? Yeah. And then unfortunately it came back and double topped us, but no big deal. And then it fucking sank. So that was the gold sell we took yesterday right there. I think if it looks a little cleaner on the 5-minute. Yeah, you see this big sell, big, huge sell candle that gave us the hey, this is about to sell off. And then also we, we were playing some fibbies in here, double top fibbies or whatever. So yeah, fucking shit. I'm gonna have to lose this trade. And there's 1% that I did not want to lose. This needs to, okay. So if this is 7 more minutes on this 15-minute candle, I need this 15-minute candle to close below. If it doesn't close below, then perhaps I will scale out of this trade and leave. So if I'm in for 1%, then I'll probably just close out a 0.5% at a smaller loss in case it wants to go. I'm not taking a full L on that one. I really wanted this to reject, right? And since it's not and it's fucking around, then it is what it is. Where's my NASDAQ? NASDAQ's just holding. It's waiting for news. But the news already happened. So let's look at the news real quick. Okay. So there's that economic calendar. All the news is dropped. 35 minutes at 9 o'clock is when these reds, but these reds already dropped. So we have 2 more reds at 9, and then we're good. Shout out, anyways. So this is since we're here on the internet. What up to My Flash Funding, guys? They gave me 2 accounts to give away, 3 accounts to give away this month. If you guys come onto my dot card, you'll see that in the description. But here is the YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, My Flash Funding. Click on here. You can get an account with them. This is their Discord link. So if you want to go to their Discord, this is Andy Peters, Pip Connect, who you can see down here tagging in the bottom. Bored Ape Solana Club. There's Andy again. Bored Ape Solana Club. Go on here and buy an NFT. You get access to theirs. Market Bandits is a free Discord, and Badass Trades a free telly. Check those guys out. And thanks again, My Flash Funding, for that. What the hell is Andy doing over here? He's going bonkers. Let's see what Andy's talking about real quick. Andy's personal. Still holding runners, no added positions. My exclamation voice from yesterday. Close and break. So he's trying to continue to sell 30. So where there's sellers, there's buyers. So what he's doing then is I guess playing this trend line. Perhaps he's playing this trend line. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's playing this trend line and he wants it to break and he's going to continue to sell. Which would be, for him, it would be an entry into here and to sell down, and more than likely he's targeting this double bottom as his TP. Well, I'm a little different. I want to see this come down, hit in this area, and then swing back off. So he has his strategy. I have mine. He's obviously going with the flow of the market because it's selling. So his strategy is not wrong by any means. He's going with the market, which is, super smart. I'm trying to go the opposite direction, which is probably not smart. I do see these bulls though stepping in, so and I do see this liquidity sitting on top, right? So if there's liquidity sitting on top, I'd like to see that. And then also too, if this breaks, look at this. Let's just zoom out a minute and look at this trend line. So I mean, there's without a doubt, maybe you want to draw your trend line in a different area, right? But without a doubt, there's a trend line here. I mean, do you go to this point or do you go to this point, right? But if you go to this point, also lines up to that point, also lines up to this point. So, I mean, there's 4 touches on a trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything after that, this trend line is weak now and is ready to break. And so I'm hoping that this pops off. So if you guys are, you see, my thoughts on a trend line, I would come down, and if I'm going to do a trend line break, I want to see the trend line very close to the bottom. Okay. And what I mean by that is this is the bottom. Okay. I like to take, if I do take trend line trades, which I'm not really a trend line trader, but when I did take them, I want to see this price get low down here and then pop. Right. I don't like taking trend line breaks way up here because the stop loss is too big. So perhaps this is it. Perhaps this is the wedge that's gotten so low that it pops off now. I hope that happens right now. Let the market open. Let that news has already happened. 2 more minutes. Let's see this fucker go. If it doesn't, then it is what it is. We really need to be concentrating on gold. I need this fucker to close below. All right. We've got 2 minutes till this 8:30 candle. I really, really, really want this to close below. If this doesn't close below my triangle right there, then perhaps I take a half. I say triangle, rectangle. That's how my brain's working right now because I'm in drawdown. Let me put this up here. So up here. What broker are you using? 24,705 is where I'm looking for entry. I have a higher limit. Okay, so just let me fuck me on gold. Look, this is it want to hit this fucking TP? I don't think it should hit that 61.8. I have a higher limit set on GC for sales. I'm not sure what GC is. Great British Pound Canadian Dollar. I don't trade that pair. So 24,075 is where I'm looking for an entry. Again, 2024. I'm guessing you're talking about gold. That's not even 24/7. I mean, that's way up here. This fucker. All right, news is out. Look at that fucking candle right there. God, I do not like that candle. I should probably close half this. I should probably close half this right now because this fucker's going to go. Yeah, but as I wait, it's ticking down. What are you going to do, fucker? So this is the part I'm just going to, I do not like that candle. All right, I closed out half of it, and I took a half a L right here. I took a half a L right there. It is what it is. Where's NAS? We need this. We need these other ones to come off then. Fuck. Well, maybe today is not the day for me. Come on, NAS. I really want to concentrate on this gold though, because this fucker. I mean, the gold market is super bullish. It's super bullish. Yeah, it's going to hit stop loss. But at least I saved a few bucks on closing out some of it before it went all the way up there. So, okay. Well, this is the joys of trading. But again, if this fucker tanks back down, then I'll be in profit, and it is what it is. The bad part is my mistake is I got a super late entry where I should have taken an L this much. I've taken it this much. No, unfortunately, my entry was right here. It didn't. I didn't have a limit set, but that's my original entry where I wanted to enter. So I see this gigantic engulfing candle. It's just not smart. This thing is going to fucking hit my stop loss, but it's so close now. You might as well just go ahead and let it hit. Only a few more dollars difference. So it is what it is. It took that L on gold, and then fucking NAS. Risking 10% on running profits. Okay, so Annie's hedging his bets. Okay. 30's popping. Wait, let's see if 30 will break this fucking trend line. But on NASDAQ, okay, so I knew that I had an early entry, which is not a big deal because NASDAQ loves the 88.6, which is right here, right? And so I took that trade this morning knowing that I was early and not giving a shit because I just wanted to get in and I just had a feeling, right? But here's the thing is I also realized that we need a 3 touch. Okay. I don't mind. I'm not excited, but I don't mind if it gives me the 3rd touch at the 88.6. Okay. It's also giving us the other touch on the divergent at this point, right? So if we come back out, let's say the 30-minute, we get a clearer picture. Look at the divergent then, right? So we have the RSI here, lower, and now the price is dropping, but the RSI is weaker. So we're creating a double bottom as the RSI is getting weaker. So it's signaling to me that it wants to turn around, and 30's popping off. Okay. And what's SP doing? SP is holding still. So if SP is holding still, 30's popping off. Hopefully this 30 will drive these fuckers with it. Did I lose my gold trade yet? No, I'm still in gold. It didn't hit yet. So let's see if this NAS will come on. I'm definitely not excited about this, but this is what I kind of expected, I kind of expected I had an early entry, which is no big deal because I did not over leverage on this entry. If it, this is where, I might take another bullet right here. Matter of fact, I probably am going to, now that I'm thinking about it. Hey man, I'm back. Time zone. Trading happens. I don't even know what he said. I'm fucking live trading right now, dude. Okay. I kind of want to pop this entry right now. Are you guys taking an entry right now on NASDAQ? What are y'all thinking? Fucking gold. Come on, gold. Is it turning around now? It did not hit my stop loss. But I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Are you guys taking that? Yeah, look, come on, gold. Fucking get away from my stop loss. Good Lord. Are you guys doing anything with NAS? Come on, gold. Look at that. I mean, I see this gigantic engulfing candle. I mean, so honestly, if you're a scalper, I don't want to say a scalper, but if you're a smaller trader, like, there's a buy to be had for sure. There's a buy to be had right there. Broke out, big engulfing, but look at the strength of that fucking candle. Anyways, I'm not even looking at gold anymore because it's going to do what it's going to do. But holy shit, look at NASDAQ. Come on, man. So we got to be more patient on NASDAQ. Same thing. Look, they're dropping the bag on 32. Look at gold. Look at gold. Holy shit. Ay, ay, ay. So my entry was too early and I closed a fucking partial, but look at gold. Caught an entry, though. We did catch an entry. Look at that. I knew that fucker was going to sell off. I had the gut, and thank God it didn't hit my stop loss. Look at that. I still have a large enough position that if it hits profit, I'm still banking 2% on that if it hits profit. Look at that fucking candle. Come on, gold. Playing with this morning. Did not hit stop loss. Move that up. It was trying to, but look where the 61.8 profit is. So, it just came up here and hit that 61.8 and then took off. We need this fucking reversal. And this is the trade I'm about to take then. Now we're below. I just don't like that momentum, dude. Now gold's going right back up. This is good old market manipulation. Good old market manipulation. Look at gold prices. It's just gonna wick that much. You tell me that there are people not fucking manipulating the markets when it does that. So this was the push up to hit in this order block to clear out whatever liquidity they had here, and hopefully this fucker will sink off. The only bad thing is gold and NAS and all the rest of them have been moving in the same direction. So gold sinks off in the last month or two. That means that 30 and 30 NAS will sink off. Yeah, the 88.6, which usually is usually the 78.6 on gold. That's why I had my limit. I said limit. I didn't have a limit. I should have had a limit at 78.6 right there, but I didn't. I pushed the button late because I missed the fucking trade. So it is what it is. I really want to enter this NASDAQ right now, though. I'm not excited about that candle, but we're going to be a little more patient. We're going to come down here to this lower time frame, and we're going to see if we can't catch a divergent buy. There's the 88.6. So the bottom of my range is the 88.6 in the higher time frame. And let's just double check and see where the hour is. So the hour now, look. So the hour now is giving us our third touch. All right. So we're now divergent on the 1 hour. So for our strategy, we need to be in the buy zone, which we are. We're actually just a little bit below it. We need to be divergent on the 1 hour and oversold, which we are. So we're starting to check off boxes here. All of these TPs are starting to get hit. Look at this 236 TP right here. Maybe that's what it's targeting because it's hit all these other TPs. The last move, which would be this little fib right there, right? From here to there. So let's do this. 17397. 17397. US cash, new order, pending order 173. I say 97, let's go 98. If it even gets there. Look, it might not even get there. 173.98. Our stop loss then, I'm going to put at the same stop loss. 17335. 17335. Jesus, what am I risking on this fucking trade? If that's the Jesus stop loss. What is my stop loss on this trade? So how is that possible then? New order, pending order. All right. Give me a second while I dial this in. Okay, right here. We want our stop loss to be right there. Let's say right there. So entry is 17403. 17403. Stop loss 17323. Okay, that's better. And so we want to do what? A full lot? A full lot. Take profit. 17,850 looks good for now. We can dial that in later. 17,850 buy limit. All right, so I'm gonna drop in another lot. I'm dropping another lot if it hits this right here. Another lot. Buy limit right there. Okay, we'll see what happens. Where's gold at? Gold rejecting? Oh my god. Look at gold. Fuck me. That's what I get for being a pussy and closing out half my trade. It's all good. I'm still in and we're in profit, so that's all that matters, right? We're in profit. We're almost up 1% on. So right now I'm up a small on UCHEF, UCAD, up small on EU, down small on GU, up on 30, down on NASDAQ, up on gold. So right now my account's like up 0.5% with all those trades going. It is what it is. Let me see if there's any chats in here. Gold, yeah, retested 88.6. Yes, it did. And now it's fucking flying down. This is the trade I need to concentrate on now. You know what? Honestly, if this 15-minute closes above this 88.6 for the next 3 minutes, I might just take the entry right here. We'll see, because if it rejects this, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we, if it rejects that 88.6 on the 15-minute, should we pop that NASDAQ entry? You guys put in the chats. What do you guys think? Come on, gold. Look at the fucking gold. I got in the bottom of NAS. Good fucking shit. 5 strands. Oh, that must be fucking. Is that your boy? Is that your boy Dak? Dak Dizzle in the house for days? Is that your boy Dackety Days? Okay, let's zoom in here on this. Days, son. Days. Oh, we fucking caught that gold entry. We got a shitty entry, but at least we caught it. We're in profit now. NASDAQ. Again, I knew I was entering early on NASDAQ this morning. It's not a big deal. Give this 2 more minutes. If this closes above, I think I'm just going to pop this entry right now. Because that's the 88.6 on the much higher time frame, and it's already hit so many different TPs that it's unreal. I would think they would have hit this 236, but it missed it by a few pips. I I don't like that momentum candle, but again, it's starting to reject, and we're having pushes on 30. So we have confirmations on other charts, other indices. Again, this is also look at that entry right now on SP 500. Same deal. Look at how this is the bottom, right? Look at how that's like a head and shoulders almost. You've got this wick right there. You've got this wick right here. If rejects and closes above that, there's no reason why you couldn't take that as a possible entry. And, you have this, right? 88.6 close above. So let's concentrate on NAS, though. Wednesday was supposed to be the setup for reversal. Thursday should be the retest and dig out of the flip. All right, I'm just going to let you guys read that yourself. I'm going to go to my broker. Give me a second on the comments. I'm going to go to my broker because I might just pop this NAS entry right now. So pending orders, I'm going to delete my NAS pending order. That candle close above. Come on, broker. Stop fucking with me right now. Let me get back into my broker. Pending orders. NAS. Delete that. Let me come into my open positions and pop a full lot. New order. 1.0. My stop loss is going to be the same. 37,325 or 17,325. I'm actually going to go a little bit less than a lot to make sure I don't over leverage. There we go. Buy. All right, I'm in NAS again. I just popped my second buy right there at the 88. All right, there it is. We got these double stacked on top of here. It's all good. All right, 30 is fucking around, but it hasn't given us. So 30 is fucking around, but it also hasn't reached at least the sell zone on this internal structure. So it does have more room to go up. I see this rejecting this trend line, which is the big trend line up top. Let's see if it'll break that. If it breaks that, I will be happy for days with a Z. Let's see this push off as well. And let's fucking go gold. Look at gold. Look at that engulfing candle. I mean, look at that. So that pre-market move was just a fuck you guys. Grab liquidity. As Dak would say, that's the fuck you candle. Grabs that liquidity. Almost hit my stop loss. Luckily, I had a stop loss big enough for days. And then it fucking flipped and went the other way. All right. First time watching. What do you usually start in the morning? So honestly, I like to start before news at like 7:30. So I try to be in. For me, I'm on Central Time Zone. I try to be up at 5:30 in the morning Central, and then get my head right, hydrate, coffee, start live trading like around 7:10, 7:15, that area, because by then I've already marked up all my charts. I've already done all my reviews, and I look to get into the market before the news drops. I personally find that the market will be in a buy fib or a sell fib right before news happens. So if you look on, like, say, the 1 hour, the 2 hour on the NAS or US30, a lot of times I'll find that the market is in a buy area, like let's say here, before the news drops. So I want to be there. Let's just check, right? 9 o'clock. What time is this? 1300. Again, that strategy has been kind of fucked off the last month or so because of this, but you get the point. I like to be in right before the news drops so that way I can catch that push if there is a push. Yeah, the FU candle all day long. Wisconsin fishing. Dude, I got a fishing boat. I'm a bass fisherman. There's some knowledge from you. So, all right, guys. So for the people who are on here, Ruben and Mr. Blake and Chris and all these other guys who normally trade with you, this fine gentleman right here, Mr. Five Strands, is one of my best mentors, longest mentors, and has spent ungodly amount of time with me on the charts. And he, all credit, is where I get my Fibonacci strategy from. I took Mr. Dak Days' Fibonacci strategy, and then I added to it with order blocks, with a lot of Stefano's stuff when it comes to Elliott waves and finding TPs on Elliott waves, but his Fibonacci strategy is 100%. I stole it from him. I just added to it, if you will. With the Elliott waves, with order blocks, and with some of the stuff that I learned from Mario when it comes to like breaker blocks and candles and kissing candles, things of that nature. So much love to my boy Dak Dizzle. Also, guys, as you know, every day when I make these videos, I show my dot card. Okay, so this is my dot card, and I tell you guys all the time, come into this link right here, which is Bored Ape Solana Club. This is a link to their Discord. You go and buy a Bored Ape Solana Club on the Magic Eden, which is obviously the Solana ecosystem. You buy that NFT and then you get access to their Discord. And if you look at how ridiculous this Discord is and how much information on here, it's out of control, and how much stuff they give away, how much crypto knowledge, NFT knowledge. I mean, it's just fucking mind blowing on how many people are in here just tossing it up and just chatting it up. There's a section here called Chart Admus, and that's where I post a lot of my shit and my links. So go buy a Solana NFT, a Bored Ape NFT for a couple $100, and now you've got more information than you can imagine. Also, I always tell you guys, if you are going to get into the NFT community, make sure you buy an NFT that has a function. Like, you don't just buy an NFT because it's a skull smoking a joint or something. Like, buy an NFT that's going to give you something, right? And if you buy a Bored Ape, you get access to their Discord. That right there is worth its money in gold. And you have access to guys like Dak, guys like me, and a whole host of other NFT, and just people are just crazy smart in the space, right? So you get the idea. So mad props to those guys. Go check them out. And then also, since we're here talking about it, let me put this back up here. If you look at his name says 5strand. If you go to Amazon and you type in 5strand, and I've done this myself, he has like a genetic test where you send hair samples in, and it tells you all about your body, what you're allergic to, what you can't eat, the whole 9 yards. And I got with him because a long time ago, I had this shit on my elbows and my hands. And I had a call with Mr. Dak Days, and he's like, well, stop eating shrimp, dude. Your body cannot process that shit very well. And look, it's not all gone, but it's getting a hell of a lot better, dude. So stay away from certain things, blah, blah, blah. Get your diet straight, and that'll help you out. So go check out 5strands. See what your body does good and does not good in. All right, Dak Days, your promo's over. Yeah, BAC is goated. He said something about customize and make yourself. I don't know about that. I'll have to get with you because I don't know how to do that. Because if you know which customize. So my background is being a Marine Corps and a sailor. 5strands contact. Just go to Amazon and just type in 5strand. 5strands on your Amazon, and they can prime you one of their packets. Send them back a hair sample. The package is already pre-mailed, prepaid for. Literally, all I do is put a little bit of hair in it. My wife's done it. My best friend's done it. My mother-in-law's done it. I think I bought like 5 or 6 of those packets from you already, dude. But oh shit, there we go. What's up? That's what I'm talking about. I have my own Bored Ape fucking channel. Let's see. He says it's called Chat Seller. What's up? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, boy. There we go. All right, guys, it's official. I have my own spot in the fucking Bored Ape. Okay, guys, so we see this Goldie now pushing off. So let's see if we can figure out why, right? Let's figure out what it's trying to do. We're not protect. I mean, if you're up top, if you got in up top here, maybe you could protect just in case. I'm going to delete this for just clarity and delete a lot of this shit in here for clarity. I don't really like this fib. Like, it's not really the cleanest one in the world. Dak would say it needs to clear this high, and then you draw the fib from here to there, and then there's a 50%, and then it cleared. And this is, All respect to you. This is why I don't really 100% go off that. But there is 88.6 and go. So that is where I would have drawn my fib in that situation. Going with the local flow, there's the pullback, and it broke. I would have drawn my fib all the way up here, and that's the 88.6 and go. But I don't think that's it. So if we come down to even guys, so let's talk about candles, right? Let's talk about let's get some sauce going here, okay? So this then, if you look at the bottom of this candle all the way to this could be and is a fair value gap. All right. We have the fair value gap. Now you also have Mario and the guys who talk about trap candles and breakout areas. So in this 1 minute candle, there's unfortunately change of character. Yeah. Unfortunately, in this, there's no trap candle, there's no nothing. You see that this, or primarily this one right here, has no wick. So we expectedly, DAC is going to expect this to come up and give this a wick. Okay, so this is where the scalping strategy takes place, guys. If we know that this needs a wick, okay, and now we have this right here break this high, this is now a change of character. So I can guarantee you Mr. Dak Days has got a Fibby sitting from here to here, and he's waiting for this 61.8, or excuse me, this 78.6 right there to hit. And his stop loss is going to be right there, and he's going to be targeting that candle, which he is absolutely not wrong. Okay. This is 100% his strategy. If I can speak to it, there, maybe you have one of these and one of these, and then adios amigos, if you ask me. So we have a target above with no wick on a candle. We have a fair value gap. We have a change of character right in this area here because this broke the high. All right. And we're looking for the Elliott wave. So there, let's see if we can get a deeper retracement. This could reject this 5618, but if you ask me, that's just setting up liquidity. So it could come up to this 236 a little bit like it just did, then come to the 78.6, and then give us our push up to this candle. So we might go back into some drawdown, but who gives a shit? I really don't care if we're in drawdown because our stop loss is way up here, right? I'm not trying to take a 1 minute trade or a scalp entry. I'm looking for the TP way down here, right? I'm looking for TPs down here, like hundreds of pips. Give me a second. What's up, baby girl? What? Elephant? It's time for you to go to school? Time for you to go to school, baby girl. Change of character. Bye-bye. Okay. So we're still good on the Goldilocks. Look at look at 30 go. Broke the structure. Please close above. Let's go NASDAQ. Follow with it. So we're in profit on our bottom entry. And whoever else took that bottom entry, congratulations. I'm going to delete this first one because I know where it's at and I'm not worried about it. Look at that candle. Look at that 1 hour candle. Look at the wick. Again, I can delete this too. That's what we want to see. We want to see this shit close above this bottom because this bottom is where my 88.6 is. All right. We want to see that close below. All righty, guys. So this is this on the other hand is the good side of trading. It is 2 minutes till 9 o'clock, 8:58 in the morning where I am. And technically I'm done for the day. My trades are in, my TPs are in, my stop losses are in. There's only one thing to do is move to break even. Or you could be a Mr. Alex FG and fucking set and forget, right? But so yeah, I mean, I'm done. Really. I could definitely go in here and manage my TPs and stop losses, but I'm up almost 1% on all these trades. Hopefully that's old. This thing needs to refresh. It should be up more than that. If I was to say there's only one bad thing about the match trader, bye baby, is that sometimes it wants to lock up and you have to just refresh, which is not a big deal. Look at fucking 30 go. We just need NAS to come on with it. What is 50 doing? 500, I mean. See, look, Wiki Wick. I told you guys there was the entry. There it is. 78, 88.6, close a blow. Look at that fucking entrance on S&P 500. Y'all saw me call it right here. I'm honestly, I'm worried about gold because if these are going to push lately, gold's been moving in the same direction as the other ones. Look at that candle. Let's go, baby, on 30. NASDAQ. So we're just going to concentrate on NASDAQ here. And we got 1 minute for the candle to close. I said we wanted it to close above the 88.6. It apparently is doing that. Meow. Yeah, let's say I'm up over 1% then. The only trade that I'm really down in is that first entry on NASDAQ. So then let's do this, right? Since I have 2 entries on NASDAQ, I'm going to move my first entry, which is currently in drawdown, to break even, and I'll just deleverage out of that because I have a much higher position right below that. So take profit is going to now be entry 17563. 17563. All right. So that's what we did, guys. So let's have a little discussion on trade management, right? So if I'm in one trade here and I'm in one trade here at a larger lot size, there's no reason for me not just to break this even. And as soon as I get a little push up wick out of that trade and then hold the bottom position, which is at twice the lot size. All right. And then, of course, you could lose both of these. And again, I didn't over leverage. So, yeah, it is what it is. If you lose them, you lose them. But I do have confidence now that that wick closed above the zone. And 30's pushing off. So with 30 moving, there is a sell right now on 30, though. It is in our zone. 30 loves the 88.6. So if you're wanting to continue with the trend and sell 30, now would be a time. And now would be a time for me to actually shave off another chunk of this profit. So I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to cut my open position in half. There. So there's my TP. There's my TP2 right there. Again, put a little money in the bank. Put a little bit of money in the bank at a cool. There's no way that's 2,000 pips. I don't know how many fucking pips that is. A shit ton. Whatever that is. It says 2,500, but that can't be right. I'm not worried about it. It's money. It is what it is. Move stock to break even and see you later. Yeah, exactly. You're done. You're done for the day. If you caught this bottom entry, this should not come back. So he's absolutely right. If you caught the bottom entry on NAS, move your shit to break even and be done. This is why I want to learn with you guys. Get in the closed partials and get on with my day. Looking forward to watching the videos, learning from you. Hey, bro, I told everyone this that you've heard me mention a million times, probably not you, but the other people. I don't sell courses. I don't sell signals. I don't have a paid Discord. I have none of that. Only thing I ask you to do is just subscribe to the YouTube. All right. I don't need your money. I mean, I'd like to have it, but I do this pro bono, and just trying to grow some people, try to show some love. There's a lot of people who gave me a lot of knowledge, and this is my way of giving back, right? If you want something, whatever you want, you have to give. That sort of karma vibe thing. So, just doing that. Look at this fucker come back down. Let's look at. I gotta get on my broker here and look at this NAS train. So my second NAS entry is actually in a little bit of drawdown. It's all good. It is a kind of a fucking sketchy trade considering we're going against that much momentum. Where's Goldilocks? So gold's in profit. No, my second NAS entry is in profit. I'm sorry. My broker was just hiccuping. So I'm in drawdown on my first NAS entry, and I'm in a little bit of drawdown, like $8. No one gives a shit about $8 on GU. So it's basically a break even. Okay. We're going to come to these smaller time frames and watch this stuff. I'm finally happy that at least that we did a live trade and we got some movement. I mean, we had a bad entry, but we did call the entry on gold. I had a shitty entry on it, but it was an entry. I should have set a limit, but I didn't. That's why I got a bad entry. We called this entry down here on NAS in that area in instant profit, basically, and the market closed above our zone, which we're stoked about. And we've been in this 30 trade for days since yesterday, and it popped off. I think Andy and those guys want to see a 30-minute close above the trend line. Well, guess what? The 30-minute just closed above our trend line. So if you're a trend line trader, I wouldn't suggest taking that trade, honestly, because there's sellers stepping in now as we predicted. But know that it's looking like it might break trend. I do also draw these trend lines like this on the bottom side because this is liquidity. So there's a very, very good chance, especially with 30, that if it's going to pop and really take off, that it is going to want to sweep this liquidity first, come down, and then pull off, right? Because it needs to take out these lows, right? It needs to take those out before it really wants to take off. So this, knowing that, is the reason why I play the Fibonacci game. Knowing that I have liquidity here, I can target this Fibonacci area here and take that buy once this liquidity's been taken, right? So if you're new, like the Fisherman Wilson guy, there's plenty of videos on my YouTube. Go watch some of the videos on YouTube, and I explain the strategy in the whole 9 yards. 11 people. So, guys, I also give away free challenges for my flash funding. All right. So while we have a little bit of downtime, let's talk about that. My flash funding. You come over here on their Discord, you will see my flash funding. All right. This is what their Discord looks like. They're a United States based prop firm. And I communicate normally, I don't want to say normally, but I do communicate often with their CEO. He is giving me three, as you can see here, send their names. And so, I don't want to give those people's names away. Let me undo that. But you get the idea. Let me get back in there without that. Giveaways, contest discounts. Okay, let's do this. So you come on here and you go to their discounts. Right now, they're offering 27.5% off their challenges. You have people on here that are always posting their payouts. The whole 9 yards. So this is what their Discord looks like. And if you go to my dot card, which I've shown a minute ago, you guys can have a link to their it, right? So here is their my flash funding. If you want to go and actually open up the challenge account, here's their Discord link. So there they are right there. And like I said, those guys give me free challenges to give away. I give away 3 this month. I'm going to give away 3 next month. I'm going on vacation to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic next week. So I will not be trading. Well, I might be trading on my fucking tablet, but I will not be live trading and giving away anything else. So I've already given away the 3 for this month. I have 3 more next month, and I plan on giving 1 a week, like one account away a week. And then usually depending on big news days, like if there's an NFP coming up or some sort of news next week, we'll live trade that day and we'll give the account away that day. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, risk cut down, no less pips, so I could add another one. So looks like he's hedging his trades. Again, I think this is going to pull up to that 1 minute candle area that we showed earlier. And so if you want to see what scalping looks like, this is exactly what you do, right? You see the change of character, these candles right here, break, change of character, right? Because this closed higher. So then what you do then, if you want to be a scalper, is you pull out your fib, right? And what did I say? What did I fucking say a few minutes ago? You guys heard me say it. Look, this is liquidity, right? Gold loves a 78.6. And then what does it do? Targets the area, right? You literally heard me say it a few minutes ago. This is exactly how you snipe. This is exactly how you scalp trade. Okay. The first thing you want to do is have a target. All right. Where do I want the market to go? Right here. There's no wick on that candle, and this is a gigantic ass fair value gap. So you know the market in a normal day needs to correct itself. Okay. So then what do you wait for? You wait for a change of character, which is right here. Right there. Change of character. You bring out your Fibonacci and you do this. And then you say, okay, well, look at all this liquidity sitting below. This is fuel. Liquidity is fuel for the market. So let this market come down here, knock out all these people buying here. 78.6 is gold's favorite fib zone. And you buy, and now you target the extensions. It's exactly what it's doing. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you snipe via DAC days. That is his strategy, and it works. The only problem with that, not the strategy, is that you just don't always have the mental capacity to sit on a chart and do that shit for extended periods of time all day, and it could be a rabbit hole. So I personally come back out to the 1 hour, 2 hour, find my zones, take those trades, and then let them go. Walk away. But the beauty of this strategy is, guys, if you look at this, right? And I have a Fibonacci, I have a video on YouTube about this strategy. The beauty is if you catch this buy right here, all right, and you close out half your position at the double top of the 236, right? You're looking at 3.5 to 1 risk reward ratio. And then you've only risked 25 pips, right? You've caught 80. All right. So you're in a good there. But really, what you want is you let that runner go because you have no idea of where that runner is going to go. So for 25 pips, you could have caught a runner that goes way the hell up here and gets you thousands of pips. That is the real beauty of learning how to scalp. As you take your little chunks here and there, you move to break even as soon as possible. In the situation, you would have made a break even. You know, when it got to this 236, when it got to right here at 236, you would have broken even right there. All right. You would have broken even. And then now you let that fucker run. And this is what you do. You just find little trades, bing, 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 and then you let those runners run because that can be a game changer. I got 10 people in here. Are you guys still with me? You still I see the chats have stopped, chats have slowed down. Are you guys still following, tracking? I don't care about 30 on the 1 minute, but look at these candles. I mean, we're looking at a doji 1 hour now, just because we're only 12 minutes into this hour candle, but you know, it filled, like I said, it filled this wick now. It filled that wick. Yeah, let the markets do it too. I mean, basically we're done. I mean, basically I'm done for the day. I need to go do the rest of my shit. I've already moved this first entry that we had over here to break even. I'm in the second entry down here somewhere. Gold's going to do what it wants to do. It gave me a strong engulfing. Let gold go down. And 30's buying off. I mean, there's nothing else really to do. There's really nothing else left to do. Let them work. Let them work. Is there any particular questions you guys have about anything else before we get out of here? You guys got me. You guys have a question now. If you have a question about the fibs or the Elliott waves or the Wyckoffs or the fair value gaps or any other shit that we're talking about, divergent, now would be the time to ask. I'm about to close this down. 9 o'clock. I'm done for the day. I got other shit to do. Going to Dominican Republic tomorrow, so I really need to go buy some clothes and I need to get all that shit dialed in. Not tomorrow. I'm going to Dominican Republic on Monday. And my neighbor's texting me here. Any questions? Anything? I think someone asked what broker is. I'm just doing a funded. My flash funding is my funded account. When it comes to like actual broker, then I use Webull. And for Webull, if you're going to trade that, it's not honestly. I don't particularly like it, but you got to trade the DIA, which is the basically the Dow Jones, the US30. GLD is then gold. You can see how choppy it is, and QQQ is Nasdaq. Right? You see it moves basically the same. The reason you have these gigantic gaps is because there's non-trading and trading hours, and it doesn't show. You can click down here and come in here and show the hours, but the market's just closed, so it's going to show you a lot more gaps. Where if you come in here to the normal forex side of things, it's going to fill all those gaps in because it's showing after-hour Asian session trading. So, all right, looks like your camera was unplugged.